Aitor, 5 points from the last 3 games. Can you detect a growing belief in the squad?
Yes, I think it's I said always that the best way to get confidence is having points on the table, and I said always again that the main thing for me has been the performances, because it's not easy to take a point against teams like Arsenal and Man City. So apart of the results, I was really pleased for the performance, because the previous games we had shown that we could compete against everybody, but again, adding points is easier.
Sometimes difficult coming back after the international break. How is everyone? Have you picked up any new problems?
Yeah, we have a few doubts. Players who come from Uruguay now in terms of fitness, because both of them have trained today, but a long journey. And we have Daniel out, and we have doubt with Josh friend, because he had a knock in his knee, I think yesterday, and he twisted his knee, so we need to check.
Your 3-year anniversary here at Middlesbrough. How pleased are you with the transformation of the club, and you take great pride in that?
Yeah, because you know, when I came here, the club, the team was in a good way, and when I arrived here, I felt that I could do something nice here, because the club, the chairman, the crowd, the area deserved to be in Premier League, and I felt that I could do it. Sometimes I went home thinking that I was crazy when I said that we were going to get promotion, but finally, and thanks to the club, the chairman, the crowd, and my staff and the players, we're in Premier League.
Is this a club where you could see yourself putting down long-term roots, maybe be here for 5 or even 10 years?
As I said always in the interviews, because as a manager you can't think long term, because again, as a player you can dream about winning titles or trophies or leagues, but as a manager, especially me, I can't, and I don't want to go to bed or to go to my house thinking that I can be here 10 or 5 or 15 years, because my only concern now is Chelsea. After Chelsea is Leicester, and the games will say how long I'm here.
Chelsea very much in form at the moment, but do you think that will bring out the best in your team as it did against Arsenal and Manchester City?
Well, it's another nice challenge for us, because after City, Arsenal, Bournemouth at home, to play against Chelsea in the way that they are playing now is a really nice and really tough challenge for us. But once again, we've been working hard to play this kind of games, and we know that they've scored 16 goals in the last 5 games. They didn't concede 1 goal in those games, so once again, an amazing game to play.
Antonio Conte has built the club really with very solid defensive foundations. Is that an approach that you admire?
Yeah, he's doing really well, and he's how can I say? He's settling in the league really well, and with a few months he's not at the top but second on the table, showing that they are a really consistent team. They are scoring goals. It's difficult to score against them. I think that they are really favorites to win the league, because they take advantage of not playing the midweek games in the Europa League or in the Champions League, and for sure in the future they will benefit of not playing.
It'll be a great atmosphere at the Riverside. Is this the perfect game to get the home form really going this season?
I know it's the best one, but it's the best one. And again, we won the game against Bournemouth, and I think it was really important, because our crowd decided to go home one day happy, especially after winning a game. And after that game, after Arsenal and City games, we are more confident. But we have to know that it's going to be another really tough game, and we have to play 150%.
You're at the England game on Tuesday night against Spain. Do you think Gareth Southgate has now done enough to be offered the job on a full-time basis?
I think I said after the game, before the game, that he's the right man, and no just because the game against Spain. I think he's doing a really good job the last 4 games, but in the past with the under 21, he reminds me a lot when I was working in the national team in Spain. It was different because I was under 16, but the way that we worked with the clubs was more or less the same, because we were in touch always, because he was asking me about players who we had at that moment, like Bamford or Gibb or Chalobah. So I'm really pleased for him, because he deserves, and I am sure that he's going to do a really good job.
Aitor, is there more of a connection between you and Gareth Southgate because of the fact that he's a former Middlesbrough manager?
Maybe yes, and again, I have a really good relationship with him since I arrived here, because he was the under 21 national team coach, and we were in touch a lot of times. So he knows the club. He was our captain. He was our manager. So I'm really pleased for him, because I think he's one of us.
In several articles about you in the national press this week, because during the international break, as it's been said, you passed your 3rd anniversary. You've talked in that time about the cup win at Man City and matches like, and obviously the securing promotion against Brighton as 2 real landmark games. I mean, would beating the Chelsea that Conte's putting together, would that rank with those performances?
Sorry?
You talk about really big games in the 3 years that you've been manager. Brighton obviously clinching promotion, going to Man City and winning. Would beating Chelsea, the Chelsea that Conte is putting together, would that rank with those performances in your view?
No, I don't think so, because to play against Brighton to get promotion, I think it's going to be difficult to repeat again. Maybe one day we are qualified for Europa League or Champions League, or if we win a title, but it's an important game. But I don't think it's because like Chelsea, we had Arsenal or Man City 2 weeks ago, but we're going to have a lot of games against big teams. So it's another important game, another good challenge for us to keep showing everybody that we can compete against everybody.
And do you think Chelsea's rapid improvement is because the players are sort of getting used to the style of play he wants them to get used to?
No, they are playing well, because they have a manager who has arrived 5-6 months ago. They are comfortable playing in that way. They are consistent when they don't have the ball. They are confident when they have the ball. They are scoring goals, so they are working in the same way. So for that reason, it's not a coincidence that they are second.
And the draws at Man City and Arsenal, that must have given the players a huge amount of self-belief that you can take anybody on in this division now. The draws at Manchester City and Arsenal, you must now feel, or the players must feel, that they can actually give anybody a good game in this division.
Yes, and both of them were away, so sometimes it's more important, because to play at home is sometimes easier. So to draw against Man City and Arsenal was a really good thing for us. But again, we have to forget, because we had 2 points, but now we have to think about Chelsea. And if we go to play against Chelsea thinking that we can do something playing above our 100%, we are making a big mistake. So we have to play at least 100% or more.
You've spoken a lot during your 3 years as Boro manager about your relationship with the chairman, Steve Gibson. He got his OB at Buckingham Palace, I think, during the international break. You must have been very pleased for him.
Yes, because I knew, and I knew 3 years ago, so imagine now, 3 years later, how important he is for this, not for this club, it's for this area. So for him now, I'm really pleased for him, because in the club he's in the Premier League, the place where the club belongs. In his businesses, I think he's brilliant, and as a community man, is amazing. So for that reason, I am really pleased, because he is the kind of person who deserves everything.
Finally, for me, the fact that it's a sellout capacity crowd against Chelsea shows that the Middlesbrough fans are really getting excited about the season.
Yes, I think they've been waiting for these moments 6-7 years. So I'm really pleased for them because we can live these moments, and for them to go this year to Riverside to face Chelsea or Man City or Man United or Arsenal or big teams is really good for them.